Good morning, everyone. Myself Purushottam Patel. I am from Dream India School, Raigad, Chhattisgarh, and today we are going to start important topic of class 8 SST subjects, and the topic name is resources. Okay, this topic related to geography SST subjects. Okay, so I hope you are doing very well and you are secure in your homes and enjoy with your homes also. Okay, so let's start. First, what do you mean by resources? Resources is the everything that are available in our environments and that are used by the humans for their needs, and this is called resources. Okay, and resources should be defined to the better technology accessible properties and the culturally acceptables and economically fashionables. Okay, so the basic condition of the resources: technologically accessibles, culturally acceptables, and economically fashionable. Okay, so this is the important properties of the resources. Okay, so next one is the resources definition. Resources is the everything that are available for the pupils in our environments. Okay, by which pupils do their works. Okay, example of resources such as laptop and computers and land, agriculture, forest, agricultural crops, seeds, flowers, pen, pencils. Okay, mobile phone. So all the types of the materials that are used by the humans is called resources. And the classification of resources on the basis of origin may be defined into two types. First one is biotic, second one is abiotic. Okay, so classification of the resources based on the exhaustible, based on the ownership, based on the developments. Okay, so basically four bases of classification: origin, exhaustibility, ownership, developments. Okay, so the next one is on the basis of origin, it divides into two categories. First one is biotic and second one is abiotic. Biotic is a type of resources that have the living beings and that have the lives. Okay, example of biotic components: flora, fauna. Flora means vegetation, fauna means all the types of the animals and macro species. Okay, which consist life, this is called biotic. And abiotic, which does not contains any lives. Example: metal, laptop, mobiles, rocks. Okay, and all the minerals, they also belong in a abiotic components. Mineral, water, soil is the components of abiotic. Okay, and the next one is on the basis of exhaustibility. On the basis of exhaustibility divides into two basic categories. First one is renewable and second one is non-renewables. Okay, so we will discuss one by one renewable and the non-renewable types of the. Okay, let's start. Renewable is a type of resources that are renew against. Okay, when we use the renewable types of the resources, then these resources are the renew against, then these types of the resources is called renewable types of the resources, such as sun energy. Okay, and sun energy, wind energy is a type of renewable types of the resources. Okay, and the other one is non-renewable types of the resources that are not reused again. Example of the non-renewable resources are coal, petroleums. Okay, so renewable resources are those resources that are replaceable and that are used in a renew against and reproduced by the physical, chemical and mechanical process. Okay, so the example of renewable resources: solar, wind energy, water, forest. Okay, and the non-renewable resources that are not formed, that are not renewed against. Okay, example of non-renewable: coal, petroleum, minerals. Okay, so the next one is on the basis of the ownerships resources classified into four basic categories. First one is individual, second one is national, and third one is community owned, and the last one is international. Okay, individual and community are related, national and international are related. Okay, so all the types are related. First we will discuss about the individual resources. Okay, so individual resources are the types of the resources that are for individuals, peoples. Okay, such as individual example, their land, our house. Okay, our house is the example of individual resources. Next one is community owned resources. Community owned resources is a type of resources that are for community basis, okay, such as government hospitals, government schools, okay, and the society for the various social groups, and this is the example of community owned. And the next one is national. National is a type of resources that are used by the all the pupils and citizens that lives in our country. Okay, so this is the definition of national resources. National resources such as the rivers, forest, plants, okay, and the international resources are the types of the resources that are used by the international organization, and that are under the international organization, we used by the all the countries. Okay, other countries also use. Example of international resources: exclusive economic zones. Okay, so the next we will discuss about the uh, example of national resources such as canal, road, railway. Okay, all the types, they are example in a national resources. And the international resources, exclusive economic zone, basically exclusive economic zones, that is a 200 kilometers, 200 miles from the coastal areas of the Indias. Okay, this is the oceans and used by the all the countries for their developments, and find out the minerals from these regions. Okay, so this is the example of international resources. So this is the example of individual, community owned, and national and the international. Okay, so next one is uh, on the basis of developments, it divides into two categories. First one is potential resources and second one is developed resources. Potential resources are the types of the resources that have not been utilized. Okay, so the example of potential resources: wind and solar energy in Rajasthan and the Gujarat regions that are not used now. Okay, and the developed resources are the types of the resources that are used by the for used by the countries, and that are knowns. Okay, so these are called developed resources. Okay, and so both the resources of potential and the developed resources are important for us. Next, we will discuss the resource planning, how to plan to utilize our resource. Okay, basically three stages of the planning: identification and listing of resources. It is most important. First, you identify your raw materials and the resources, and second, to plan this exploitation, planning for the exploitation. To utilize these resources, you will make a plan. Okay, and third, you match your resource developments to our national plan. Okay, so this is the three stage of the resource planning. And one of the important thing, what do you mean by sustainable developments? When you utilize a minimum resources and maximize your development, then this is called sustainable developments. So sustainable development is the type of developments that provide a maximum development and to use of minimum resources. That means we use a minimum resources and provide a maximum development, then this is called sustainable development. Sustainable development is also important for our environments, okay, economy and the society. And the next one is resource conservation. Resource conservation means how you can use a minimum resources, okay, and provide a maximum development. That means we use a minimum resources and provide maximum developments. That means how the method to use to conserve our resources, then this is called conservation of resources. Many types of the conservation of resources technique, such as to use of renewable types of the resources, to use of those resources that are easily available and that not tax very that not tax non-renewable types of the energy, such as to use of the cycle in place of your bikes, because bike takes the petrols to go in a short distance to use a cycle. It is a very important. Okay, and to protect our environments, this is the also resources, and avoid the deforestation. Okay, and provide a afforestation. This is also resource conservation example. Gandhiji also says about resource conservation. Okay, that means use those types of the resources that are easily available in our surroundings. Okay, and provide a maximum development. This is the Gandhi's thought. So this is your syllabus portion. We will covered about we already covered resources classification, resources on the basis of origin, resources on the basis of development, resources on the basis of the ownerships. Okay, we have already discussed about the abiotic and abiotic component and how to manage our resources. Okay, so this is a portion of class 8 SST resources topic. Okay, and next we will also discuss about question answer in our assignment. I hope you are doing well, and thank you very much to all of you.